today was the first day of training camp for our Buffalo Bills, July 26, 2023. And the Bills had a good practice. I'll get into that in a second. First of all, right when I step off the bus for training camp, I see Taylor Rapp. He's on the other side of the street. I said, "Hey, Taylor Rapp." He looked up. I think he was surprised that someone knew who he was because he is new to the team. And he said hello, and I said, "Welcome to the team." He said, "Thank you very much." And then we parted ways. But it was still pretty cool. And went in for camp. Camp itself, pretty enjoyable. It was a little hot, but there were a few things that I noticed during camp. First things, they used a lot more of play action than I'm used to, and I think that's fantastic. I'd like to see a lot of play action used, and motion before the snap was fantastic to see too. So hopefully they can use both of those things more, even more in the 2023 season. Loved that. As far as player involvement, punt return, they didn't do any kick return, but punt returns with Hines out now. It was good to see Hardy and Shakir and Evans returning punts. I think it's going to be Hardy's job, but it's good to have Shakir and maybe even Evans as backups to him. I thought they all did great. And Sam was kicking some pretty good balls down the field. So, Sam Martin. So we were happy with that. I watched a little bit more of the offense than the defensive side of the ball today. And I noticed three players on offense that really shined. And they're all new to the team. That's fantastic to hear. First of all, Hardy. Yes, he had some end arounds and I'm not surprised to see that because that's what he does bring to the game or to the team. And Deontay Hardy did have some nice end arounds. He ran at least one in for a touchdown. So I thought that was pretty cool to have that. Secondly, I was very impressed by Trent Sherfield. He, I think it might have been his brother in the crowd wearing a Dolphins jersey. We never like to see a Dolphins jersey at Bills training camp. But we'll let it slide. Maybe Trent can get his brother, if that was his brother, Bills jersey. But he made some really nice plays out there on the field. And hopefully he can keep doing that during the season. And the biggest player, the player of camp today for me was Dalton Kincaid. Guy was catching everything thrown his way, a few touchdowns, definitely every reception. And you could see just how purely he catches the football and then moves purely into moving forward with it. He's got sure hands, that's for sure. And I can't wait to see him play, and it's going to be fantastic. Dalton Kincaid will be a big-time player for the Buffalo Bills. Should be. It was a first-round draft pick, but still, it looked great today. On the other hand, we had a couple of drops in practice from my boy, Dawson Knox. He has those in practices. Just get rid of him in practices. Then the games, we don't have to worry about it. But I know it's not going to be a problem. It's the first day of practice. Come on, cut him a break. Dawson Knox is a fantastic guy, and I know he's going to have great practices after this. So moving on from the players and from some of those action things, as far as interaction with the players, I think the Bills are trying to find ways to just make sure that their VIPs and their corporate sponsors are taken care of, because us just lonely season ticket holders or general admission fans that come in to practice are really having a hard time getting access to the players. They're doing more things and putting security different places and blocking places for us this year than ever before. And that's sort of sad to forget about the general fan. I know players have a lot on their time, but at least try to give us a chance at having access. As they say that, though, Spencer Brown made an effort to come over to the general fan and sign autographs. Gabe Davis made an effort to come over and sign autographs. And Tyler Bass made a big effort to come over and sign autographs. I'm just talking about where I was. I've seen some videos of Damar Hamlin and Dalton Kincaid doing that as well, and hopefully, I can talk about that later on when they actually interact with me. But the one player that I was most happy about was, we had to yell to players for like a half football field away to ask them to come up to a fence that we're hiding by. It's sad. But Nick Broker saw us I yelled to him. He waved. I said, could you come over here? And he made an effort, came over to sign autographs for everybody that was around me. I let all the kids have the autographs. I unfortunately didn't have a Nick Broker picture ready. My wife, Mercedes, did take a picture, and we're going to print that out and hope that maybe I can see Nick again at a future practice and get him to sign for me. But it was good to have some interaction with players. Oh, the other interaction I had was with Steve Tasker. He was sitting up, getting ready to do the show, his daily show from 1 to 3 o'clock on One Bills Drive, which is a great show. Definitely want to check that out if you can. It's on WGR 550, or in Rochester, you can check it out on DirecTV. I think it's channel 365-1. But anyway, I said to him, could be chilly, because that's his thing. And he took a drink of water and said, not today, it's not going to be chilly. That was a little funny. But, so those are my thoughts on today's practice. It was fantastic. Oh, some of the new offensive linemen are huge. They're just amazingly huge. I'll just point that out too. It's going to be fun this year, watching the Bills each and every day. Hopefully, I can give you some more insight into other things. Oh, the 2 tight end set was interesting too. They had a couple of 2 tight end sets. They ran one with a wide receiver screen behind the 2 tight ends. So I thought that was a unique thing that we don't see a lot of, because we last year we tended to bring in an extra tackle instead of going with 2 tight ends. But I think they are going to go more 2 tight ends this year. And heck, with Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox and now Brighton and some other guys on the team, why not? Quentin Morris. They've got some great tight ends. But I'll talk to you tomorrow about training camp. Hopefully we are able to get some autographs tomorrow. This is the first day that I had gone to a training camp and not gotten an autograph from anyone. Although I could have gotten Spencer Brown and Gabe Davis and Tyler Bass, but I already have those on the Great Wall behind me. And I wanted to let other people get them once I have them on my wall. So the most important thing to always remember is God loves you. And so